So let's start with the second part of the episode 3. In this episode, or in this part, we'll be looking at list and tuple and their pre-built functions. Hi, Pushparaj here. So in this episode, we'll be looking at the predefined functions of list and tuple, of how they work and make operating list and tuple easy. So as always, I have created the list of functions that are pre-built inside the list, which has these few functions. And here I have created a script that uses the insert function, the pop function, and the append function, which I have implemented as a stack. So here you are seeing a very small implementation, because we have predefined functions that help us build these data structures, whereas in C or Java you may have implemented this same data structure as in 100 to 150 lines. So let's run this. Let's define a stack size first and then give the inputs. So this is the stack, and you can see that all the values inputted are been given into the stack. Now let's try to append one more value, and it will go on the top of the stack, that is here. And as I said, we will pop a value at index 2, which is 54, and that value will be shown as a which value has been popped, and the remaining stack is kept as it is. Similar to stack, we have various other functions, except from just implementing stack, we can use those functions separately as well. Like, we'll create a list here first. And we'll use the extend function on this list. So extend function takes the iterable, which is a for loop, and it works on the given range in the for loop and appends all those values that are been looped over into the list that is been called with. So here the values of I will be appended, and the list will get extended to whatever the size of this loop is, which is from 0 to 5 or 0 to 4 values will be appended into this list. So let's perform a remove function. So remove function takes the value of value that is present inside the list. So we'll give the value 47 here. It will be removed from the list. And if you want to clear the whole list, you can use the list.clear function. But first we'll copy the whole list so that we don't lose our original list, and perform the clear function on a duplicate list. You can see the list is empty. Now we will try to perform the sort function. The default value of key is none. The details of all the functions that we'll skip here will be given in the description. So the reverse is, it will give you the descending order in the reverse, and if the reverse is true, and if the reverse is false, it will give an ascending order. It will give the ascending order here, and if we use the reverse function directly, it will directly reverse the whole list. So here, if you see, I have combined I have created a list using a for loop, which is called a list comprehension. So I have done already a script for that. So let's run that script and I will explain it on the go. So list comprehension, what does it do is, when you have a list and you have to create a new list or append values to that list, you can use list comprehension, where a new list is created using for loop, looping over those values. Each value is compared in some style or some cases. So here we are comparing that if all the values in fruit list has character A in it, like apple, banana, and only those values, like those whole values, will be appended or inserted into the new list. That's what happens here. There are various functions that you can use, like sum function, which will give you the sum of all the elements in the list. Also you can use min function, that will give you minimum value from the whole list, and also you can have the max function as well. As I said in the last video, you can also use the math functions here, using importing the math package and to be operated on the list. You can experiment with those. So this is all the list predefined functions. The whole documentation of this will be given in the description. So let's perform, start with tuple. So unfortunately tuple doesn't have that many functions, only has 2 functions, as it has no explicit use, as we have a separate data structure called set that works similar to tuple. I will cover that in the next with along with dictionary. So tuple is basically a type of set which can be used with recurrent values, whereas in set you cannot use recurrent values, but in tuple only that is possible. So count function will give you the exact count of any element which is present in it, whereas index value is similar to the string function, which gives you index of any element which is present in the list, in the tuple, at which index it is present. So, and if the value is not present, it will simply give an error. So let's see if sum and math packages are applicable over here. Yes, they are applicable. Min, max, you can perform those as well here. But like I said, there are only 2 pre-built functions in the tuple class or data structure. So that's it in this part 2 of episode 3. In the part 3, we will be covering the remaining 2 data structures or classes, like set and dictionary. Hope you like this video and subscribe to the channel.